Hello, PHS. I'm Curtis Kreider, and this is the Cougar Media News.
And I'm Robbie Owens, and we are overjoyed to present you with this week's episode of Cougar Media News. Last Saturday, PHS hosted the prom at the Hershey Lodge. The theme of this year's prom was Starry Night, and prom goers had a great evening eating, dancing, and making memories with their friends. Congratulations to Ryan Turner and Sarah Shields for being selected prom king and prom queen for 2019.
Wow, that looks like a lot of fun. Last Friday, May 10th, NHS staged a mock car crash in the back parking lot. The purpose of the event was to remind students of the dangers of drinking and driving. At the same time, staff reporter Cameron Romberger went behind the scenes to find out the actors' feelings about this very realistic event.
Last Friday, NHS held the biennial mock car crash in the back parking lot of the high school. PHS juniors and seniors were invited to view this event to remind them as to what could happen while driving impaired. Fire trucks, ambulances, and police cars were called to the accident to simulate what actually happens during a crash. Every year, hundreds of accidents happen because of impaired driving after prom. In most of these accidents, irreversible injury or death occurs. Drinking and driving is not worth the risks. Let's give a huge shout out to North Londonderry Township Police, Palmyra Fire, and Lifeline EMS for making this event happen. Let's catch up with some of the actors to see what they have to say. Who organizes the event?
So the NHS officers organize it, and then NHS seniors are the participants, and Senior Machia is the one who organizes like the whole thing. And then the EMTs from Lifeline, they help us with the makeup and all the stuff that's outside.
What do you hope students take away from this event?
I hope they take away that driving while impaired, you're not only putting yourself at risk, but you're putting innocent lives at risk as well.
Do you have any other advice for students behind the wheel?
Some advice I would give to people behind the wheel is just to be smart. If you think you have any chance at harming someone, just don't do it. Just whatever. Just always think about what you're going to do before you do it.
Thanks, Cameron, for the report, and thank you to the NHS students who organized the event. That looked very scary. Don't you just love the weather in the Northeast? Remind me to never come to the North again.
Just a reminder that Keystone testing will continue next week with biology keystones on Monday and Tuesday, May the 20th and May the 21st. All students taking the biology keystones need to report to school at the regular time, and non-test takers have a 2-hour delay.
Wowza, that looks like a lot of fun. Curtis recently talked to some PHS teachers about the divide between maintaining sanity and working with teenagers all day.
Well, PHS, here we are again. The school. It's Teacher Appreciation Month, so I got a chance to interview a couple teachers. I tried to get one from each department, but I had a bit of difficulty with the English department. Let's do this, I guess.
Look at the camera. What's the hardest part about being a teacher?
The hardest part about being the teacher for me is the long hours and time away from family.
The amount of preparation that goes into preparing your everyday schedule around student needs, student interests, and the ability for all of those plans to kind of go off track.
All the work, probably, long days, that sort of thing.
There really isn't anything hard about being a teacher in the classroom, but I'd say the toughest thing is doing all the state regulations and mandated testing.
My commute recently increased to 45 minutes.
10, 12 minutes a day?
Approximately 18 minutes.
About 20 minutes each way on a good day.
It's only about 3 minutes.
Is it worth it?
Absolutely.
Teaching or commuting? The commute. Yeah, it's worth it.
Oh, totally. Absolutely.
It's definitely worth it.
How does being a teacher affect you psychologically?
Well, I find myself oftentimes thinking like a teenager, and sometimes that's not always a good thing.
Don't spend a lot of time crying or losing any sleep at night.
How did Thomason answer that question?
I think there's a level of stress all the time of various one thing or another, or lots of things more likely simultaneously.
Being a teacher affects me psychologically because I sometimes see myself, doing like daily reflections like every day after school. So I'm always constantly thinking, did I do this right? Did I do that right? How could I have done that better? Or could I have done that anything differently? So every day I'm always reflecting on how I could do things better.
You're in a profession and you're in a line of fire that is like you can be loved or you can be simply hated. And if you can live with that fact that you're a hated individual, it's fine. As I've progressed as an educator in my 5 years is that I've gotten away from, I don't care what people think of me, like I'm in it for the student's best interest. And if they're upset with me and how I go about doing that, then so be it.
Well, that sure was a lot of fun. Try to appreciate your teachers more, but you only have to do it until the end of the month. Check back next month for a segment about Ford Truck Month. That's it.
That looked like a lot of fun. Congratulations to the Boys Lacrosse team for winning the Mid-Penn Conference. Intro to Math students Tristan Morawski and Andrew Knudsen reported on the team's season and outlook on the postseason.
This season, the Boys Lacrosse team just won their second consecutive Mid-Penn championship and will make another appearance in district playoffs and a possible run in states.
I was looking forward to trying a new sport, just to try a new thing.
Why do you play lacrosse?
I play lacrosse for the enjoyment. It is my favorite sport. It's the sport I love, and I have the most fun playing.
For the moms, just also for like the medals that we get sometimes. I never got the district medal from my freshman year, or the one from my sophomore year, but I hope to get one this year.
The boys defeated Trinity 16-11 for another Mid-Penn championship and played their first round of districts on Thursday.
I think it's going to be a great experience for us, especially freshmen. It's going to be great to see how it is to be in the playoffs, especially it's like a first time being a playoff for a sport. It's going to be a great feeling.
I think something that is imperative for a playoff push is sticking together as a team. I think in both of our games this year, Hempfield and Manheim Township, we had critical players that were not playing for reasons. And I think if we have the full team together, I don't think there's a team in the state that can beat us.
I'd say Manheim Township. We always have had trouble with them. It'll be tough beating them, but we can do it, especially after seeing them the first time. We know we can play with them, so I'm excited to see if we can do it.
Make sure to come out and support the boys in their second round of districts on Thursday, May 21st. This is Tristan Morawski and
Andrew Knudsen
reporting for Cougar Media News.
That looks like a lot of fun. Also, congratulations to the boys volleyball, boys baseball, girls softball, and men's track team for winning the Mid-Penn Conference Keystone Division. If there was a list of most intimidating sports arenas in history, the list would start with Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, then the Roman Coliseum, followed by Seth Grove Stadium at Shippensburg University. Good luck to the boys track tomorrow at the infamous Grove.
The Krypton Cougars competed in the Detroit from April 24th to April 27th and placed as the 5th Alliance captain in the Archimedes division. Intro to Math student and robotics team member Ben Beislein reported on the team's season and their success at the World Championship competition.
First robotics competition team 2539, the Krypton Cougars have been building the future for 12 years, and this year they hit the benchmark. In the 2019 season, the Krypton Cougars qualified for the World Championships in Detroit, Michigan, which took place between April 23rd and April 28th. The championship consists of about 400 amazing FIRST robotics competition teams from all over the globe. The FIRST organization encourages the construction of a better community and STEM growth through fun and excitement.
This year we had to build a robot that could place panels and kick balls in various locations, ranging from 1.5 feet to 8 feet. Along with that, we had to make sure it was accurate and quick in its job. At the end of the match, we had to climb about 2 feet onto a platform.
The team proceeded through 2 district competitions, qualifying first at each, then continuing on to the first Mid-Atlantic District Championship.
So we had a great season this year. To me, it really started in the summer of 2018. We had summer sessions. We worked hard the entire time leading up. And then on the first day of kickoff, the entire team got together and really just worked together to approach the game in the best manner we could, to really understand it. And I think that really is what carried us through all the way to the end.
Team 2539 performed excellently at Worlds, finishing 5th in our division with a win-loss streak of 8-2. In the eliminations, we were the 4th alliance captain, yet sadly we were eliminated in quarterfinals.
Team 2539 is looking for more students, mentors, and sponsors. If interested in supporting the team, Team 2539 can be reached via email at kryptoncougars2539@gmail.com. This is Ben Beislein working for Cougar Media News.
That looks like a lot of fun. Congratulations to the Krypton Cougars.
Next year's STEM Club is currently looking to replace their current leader. If you're interested, please head down to Mrs. Grissinger's room 219 to pick up a form. All forms are due by May 21st and the voting will be on May 22nd.
That's it.